Let's jump to the war here, and today we've got a saving and disaster battle playing as Clan Scryer, going up against Reikland. It's a decisive defeat in auto-resolve because they're bringing 3 full stacks of pretty damn good units. And while we do have a weapons team army here, most of it are Jezzails, which, that's fine, Jezzails are great units, but they'll probably end up running out of ammunition pretty early on. And we've only got 4 Rattling guns, which they do have endless drums, but relying on them to take out the rest of it it's going to be a bit of a challenge. And we've got a settlement garrison here, which is utterly useless. Now, the biggest challenge here is that these guys here don't show up at the start of the battle, and we need to make sure that their army isn't, like, sitting on our reinforcement spot. So we need to increase the menace belows as much as possible, don't control large armies, and also just check the battle difficulty. Yep, everything's on maximum. And let's see what we can do here. What we'll need our main lord to do is lure the enemy away from where our reinforcements are going to come in from. This guy here is definitely going to end up leaving the battlefield because there's no way it can outrun all of these cavalry. They're just too damn quick. But the plan is to just hold the enemy, or draw the enemy as far away as possible so that we can get set up, and then have the enemy come at us in waves. Now, you've seen the weapons teams do really well against sort of slow army, but the problem... Hang on, I need to move this one here. The problem here is that a lot of the cavalry have like speeds of 90 or above, so that's pretty damn quick. You know, back in Warhammer 2, Reikland had very slow, heavy cavalry, and now they're like 30% faster than they used to be. So... maybe 20% faster. Which that's a big deal. Okay, so there's also a whole bunch of Luminarchs in there, so we've got to be careful because we've got, I think, a kind of Brood Horror there. Don't have tons of Winds of Magic, so using this guy's magic probably shouldn't be ideal. So yeah, they're just coming straight for us. Popping down a menace below on their artillery, I think, would be wise for us. Just gotta try to get him as close to here as possible. That down. So that when he leaves the battlefield, they can't run him down. Although, them attempting to run him down for a while could be okay for us. We'll see. Okay, these Knights of the Black Rose don't have their special ability to be immortal. Not yet, anyway. I could do a lot of damage to them. They mostly dodged that. Yeah. Okay, good. Our reinforcements have arrived, and we got rid of their artillery, and now I just need this lord here to leave the battlefield. Unfortunately, they did a very good job of surrounding him. The AI is very good at doing that. There's a decent chance he'll still get away. We just probably have to wait until he actually shatters. Okay, so we need to move the Jezzails up front as quickly as possible. And try to take out the Luminarchs of Hish. That should be the first thing we worry about. Luckily, all the cavalry is still focused on him. That's great. Rattling guns. Get around over here. Keep this guy back. He's just going to get killed otherwise. Move them up. Alright, let's get some control groups going. Alright. Yeah, just keep that guy away from the bloody Luminarchs. Yeah, they'll kill him super bloody quickly. Okay, the Jezzails stalk, so we can get in fairly close. Now, the terrain on this map here is not ideal for us at all, because they need a really clean line of sight in order to get a shot in. They can't arc their shot that well. And so this terrain here might actually give them cover. And I really need them to die quickly because it's not going to be long before they show up with the rest of their cavalry. See, none of them are able to shoot from that position because there's fucking ground over here. Need to move back. Maybe get up on higher ground here. Alright, let's get some Vermintides cast to try to hold the enemy back as long as we bloody well can. Oh, excuse me. Coming off the back end of a cold. Probably sounds like I got a cold as well. Okay, the Giselles need to be focused on the Luminarchs. Hopefully the Luminarchs will shoot at the clan rats. That'd be great. What are they aiming for? Okay, we need to keep casting over here. They're wanting to go wide by the look of it. Alright, Giselles. Okay, that's one Luminarch. Come on. Another one as well. Fuck, I hate that. Keep him distracted as long as we bloody well can. Alright, hang on. We got incoming over here that we need to be dealing with. Alright, you've got some stuff as well. Okay. That's it. That's it. Okay, hang on. This guy's taking a bit of damage here. Alright, doesn't look like there's any more Luminarchs, which means you're in an okay position to come in and help now. This guy's taking a bit of damage. Hang on, let's stop this one here. Okay, so far so good, but it only takes one of their units to get into our front line to totally destroy us. I need you to hold them back as long as you bloody well can. No, that's not very useful. Bordermen Outriders, also a problem. They'll do a fair bit of damage. Oh, they got one of their fucking guys over here. Looks like they're constantly just trying to disrupt us as much as they possibly can. Killing one of their lords would be really bloody handy for us. Yeah, they got a cavalry unit over here. I need to cast this just to keep them distracted while we try to pin them down. Okay. Alright, we definitely want to reorganize, but the next wave that's coming at us should be mostly infantry. So if we could just finish off the last of these cavalry here, that'd be great. Okay, good. Last little bits of them to deal with. We killed the enemy lord, right? Yes. Okay, that's good, so we can get them to rout sooner rather than later. Alright, I need you to stop firing, and I need the Giselles, but let me control group 6 now. Don't fire at will anymore. Because we can't regenerate their ammunition, and the forces that are coming in over here, that's not a threat to us right now. The Rattling guns can deal with it, because at least they can regenerate their bounce of power by regenerating ammunition. But the thing is, when we've only got 4 units of them, we can't regenerate, like, really bloody quickly. I need you to escort this one off the battlefield completely. Don't just back off. Because if he rallies, he's going to come over here and smash our artillery. Alright. Alright, let's... Yeah, we want to stay wide as possible. Let the Rattling guns shoot. Yep, maybe move them up a little bit. So what we want the Giselles to be shooting at are high value targets, such as single entities. And... Okay, I need to get their attention over here. I want to bring them in sooner rather than later. We don't want them to fall back. And, bring their entire army over here, like a full 20 stack. We want them to be coming at us like 5 units at a time. So what I'm doing here is attacking them, trying to force them to come at us now. We've got 4 menace belows left. I need to be over here a little bit. Okay, you get back over here. They're going to come at us more over this way this time. So just rotate our guys around a little bit so that they're able to shoot without too much difficulty. Good. Good. Kill that guy. Very nice. Right. I want to be shooting at the cavalry. Even though these are anti-infantry, the cavalry are the main threat here in this battle. Alright. Alright, we're going to need to put them on fire at will again because there is a lot coming at us. What I might also need to do is have this guy come around. Oh, God, he's a bit of friendly fire there. Luckily we got a potion of healing. gonna shoot that. So far so good, I think. That's it. Lure that over here. Watch out for these ones coming in over this way. Alright, let's pop another one of these down. Alright, we've got incoming here. Like I said, if they come around our flanks, that's our weak point. The terrain's not fantastic for us. Why are you obstructed? Then aim for a different target then. To send the rats to keep them busy. You hold it back, hold it back. Go, 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 go. Oh, this fucking does. I think it only takes flying units, right? Yeah, yeah, they don't have any flying units, so it's useless. Just hold them back. Oh, what happened to this guy here? He blinked and he lost all his bloody health. Luckily he can regenerate, hopefully he rallies. Because we should have recovered from our leadership penalty from the beginning of the battle, from losing the... having the general withdraw from the battlefield. Alright, time for control group 5 to fire at will. I'm running out of summons. I've got a few of them left. But this guy here's getting fucked up big time. Good, this guy came back. He's still got a summon left to do as well. Rattling guns are suffering some serious damage. They've got something over there that we need to deal with. Hockland long rifles. There's also another fucking bloody Luminarch on the way. More Demigryph Knights on the way. Hold that back. Shit. Need poison attacks to slow them down just a little bit. Those are causing me problems. Okay, this one rallied. Get back over here. Alright, this wave of attacks. Yeah, gotta give it a bit of extra leadership. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Move that one back because we're losing rattling guns, which is not good. Every rattling gun that dies is less ammo that we have potential. Oh god, look at this one here. It's running on absolute fumes. Alright, the last of their reinforcements should be coming in now. Okay, I need all Jezzails firing in on the Luminarch of Heesh. I'm just going to have to hold this back with Menace Belows if possible. Fuck. We are running on fumes. So the poison, let's go, Blessed with Filth, is there to just, like, slow the enemy down ever so slightly. Okay, we've also run out of summons. What else can we do, apart from this? My rattling guns are suffering a lot here. Okay, good. That one's dealt with, but there's more Hockland long rifles on the way. You need to move back before you get wiped out. Pop that down there. We've probably reached the threshold for the enemy to have potentially been army lost, but we have suffered too much damage to have done it just yet. We need to, like... The game's just not sure if we've won. That's what I think at the moment. Shit, yeah, too much of our ammo's been spent. We need to escort that one off the battlefield. Can't allow it to come back. We need to protect the... Yeah, protect the rattling guns more than the Jezzails now, because the rattling guns are our only way of generating free balance of power at this point. So use the Jezzails if we absolutely have to protect the rattling guns. You know, as a last resort. Like, I don't want to have to do that, but we've just got to focus on getting a win. Come on, come on, come on.
We obey.
My poor rattling guns.
Very good, master.
There's just a handful of them left. Okay, gotta get rid of those Hockland long rifles. Only the Giselles are gonna be able to reach them from this distance. Oh god, damn it, if not incoming. Okay, hang on. I still got one more of these. Hopefully this gets into that position in time. Guys on the flank over here. Ah, this guy's running on fumes. Okay, can't let this one get over here. Those over there, they're you know, they're kind of doing stuff. Okay, get him back over here. It's gonna take a little while, but this is completely useless. This spell. It's not gonna do anything. Oh, there we go. The game finally adjudicated a victory for us. Whew, that was a tough one. Because, yeah, they had a very good army for dealing with your rattling guns. Just a really fast, aggressive army. You just gotta stay on top of it. No, none of our units got wiped out. Some pretty fucking close calls, though. Holy shit. Yeah, just try to obviously shoot down as much of them as we can. There's no way we're gonna outrun them. That's gonna be a Pyrrhic victory for sure. Or a heroic victory. I guess that indicates how badly outpowered we were. But yeah, you know things are desperate when you're throwing in Giselle units to save rattling gun units just because their ammo hasn't been used up yet. You gotta do what you gotta do. And it worked out. I mean, that army completely wiped out. This army here just about wiped out. And this one. So those ones there are the ones that we gained from the... I wouldn't say it was an early army losses. I reckon if we had the earliest army losses, these ones here would have also not participated on the battlefield. Still, the vast majority of enemy forces are gone. Your army is... You know, it'll recover. If we... Let's have a look here. How are you going for money? 46,000 in cash there. Oh, that was another thing. Your leadership was terrible. Right. Because, yeah, you would have been on, like, starving. Why don't we go with... See, it says you have taken insufficient captives, so replenishment will be 0%, but that only applies to this army here. It'll still apply a replenishment on them, but it will also apply replenishment on them. So they'll actually absorb a lot of those captives, which we captured a lot. But yeah, let's go with that. So it looks like there could potentially be another attack. Oh my god. Okay. Opportunity to intercept. Okay. Here's the... let's see. This time, this one would show up straight away. Alright, let's have a look here. The weapons team armies are not really great for sieges. Defending a siege. And, yeah, because, like, all of these choke points over here, we're just going to have a hard time shooting at them. And they're just going to rush straight in. And if you put barricades in front of them, you can't really put them on the barricades either. So I think we should not intercept them. Allow them to just make the attack here, so it's another field battle. Because, yeah, the siege defense is not ideal for us. Okay. It would have been way better for us if this one here had attacked first, but, yeah, it is what it is. Alright, at least we've got more Menace Belows now. We must have just massively increased the Skaven corruption by that previous victory. I do wonder if we should get more of the summons. Okay, so there's a lot of Empire Knights here. At least it's not too many, like, Knights of the Black Rose. Actually, there's no Knights of the Black Rose. Basically just the same thing as last time. Just try not to die edition. I'm not going to order any more Menace Belows because, yeah, his food supplies are really quite low. But, yeah, we definitely... Actually, it doesn't matter if we control large army or not. It might actually be better for us to control large army this time, because they're only bringing in a nothing force here and utilizing these guys here. I'm tell you what, I'm glad I got the replenishment, because you can see here some of these guys did heal. Same thing with them. They might actually be useful on this battlefield this time. But we are still going to have to do more or less the same thing with this guy and send him over to here to leave the battlefield. But at least with Knights of the Black Rose, they are anti-infantry, so they were able to dish out damage to him very quickly. But even then, he's got a decent amount of health. Alright, so let's get over there as quickly as you can. And oh, because we controlled large army, they're waiting for their reinforcements this time. Okay, so maybe I didn't need to do this. Yeah, they're actually waiting for their few troops. And our reinforcements are going to come in before them, so we'll be set up before they show up. Okay, yeah, just... No, actually, stay over here. If they even send, like, one unit of cavalry to come and get you, that'll still be worth it. Because the thing is, we don't really need leadership with this army, for the most part. These two here are going to struggle. At least get some regeneration. Alright, same defensive position. Yeah, keep him over there. I'm actually wondering if maybe I should have sent... Oh no, if I deployed them over there, then they would have taken like 5 minutes to show up. Just have these guys go up front and act as a tar pit for the enemy. Alright. Now, we want to be using the menace blows on them. But if we use it too early, then it's not going to do anything. But this might cause some of their units to fall back, which could be good for us. They can see where this guy here is. Okay, the general's falling back.
Our tail's yours. Ready.
So yeah, these guys here, want them spread out across the battlefield. Just go in all different directions. I'm not sending them to go and fight the enemy. I want them to actually just run past them in this direction, just to make them chase after us, so that there is not as much force coming towards our center. Because I'd like to get through this battle here without any of his units in the main army getting wiped out. And if that means sacrificing the garrison, I don't think the player's gonna mind. They're just pushing in fast over here. I don't think we have to worry too much about ammunition in this battle. Keep these two back here a little bit. We don't want them in prolonged combat, but I would like to use their summons if we could. So we got this one here on the edges. I'll send a summon to go after it. That'll keep them busy. Yeah, so these ones here, just keep running. Just keep running. Don't engage them. What damage are they going to do, really? Just run right past them. That's it. I don't think they give a shit about this guy here at all. That's it. Just run right past. Alright, we want to be aiming for infantry with them, or wherever there's like a decent blob of them. What to do with that one? Yes. Alright. So I'm going to summon them from back here. Oh god, their cannons shooting at us. Because yeah, I don't want to risk the lives of... Actually, they're both immortal, but still I don't want to risk them getting wounded, because then they've just gone for a long time. Okay, our garrison has been wrecked, but that's to be expected. Okay, it'd be really great if you could actually kill their lord. God damn it. Move these two back. Still got into our... Ah, shit, over here. Yeah, oh god, that's annoying. You tell them to, like, attack it, and they just can't. I need you to get over here. So you can have something to pin them down. Oh god, they're here as well. Our formations got completely fucking messed up. You know what? We may have actually been better off not controlling large army, just because it would have been better if they chased after our lord at the beginning of the battle. Because that's what fucked them up so much in the previous battle. It was like the really bad setup that they had. But this time they just came at us hard and fast. And I'm like scrambling to try to keep them away from our front line. And I can't get good use out of my guns because they came at us from the flanks. But we haven't lost any units yet. You know, I'm trying. You guys can be shooting at this one here. At least there's not a huge amount of enemy reinforcements still to come in. Running on fumes over here. Oh god, this one here's nearly wiped out. Come on. Oh, I think one of our heroes got wiped out. But, you know, he is immortal. Like I said, I would have preferred it if that didn't happen, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, I think that's the army losses there. That battle there didn't really go as well as I would have liked. But yeah, lucky he got his immortality from the previous battle. Just an unbreakable unit that needs to be dealt with. Yeah, the cavalry in this particular map are hard to deal with just because the terrain here gives them a lot of cover. And even Empire Knights are reasonably quick now compared to what they used to be in Warhammer 2. And I wasn't willing to put these guys up front to delay them, and they still end up getting one wiped out. But at least he's immortal, so he will come back. And it won't take that long. But yeah, I think if I had not controlled large army and had used my general to lure their army out over this way and then brought our reinforcements in, then they would have had their army scattered a fair bit. Plus, I would have been able to use the Manus Belosa to isolate their artillery earlier on, because their cannons were doing a fair bit of damage to us. Because they kept them all back here at the very beginning of the battle. So, in hindsight, that's probably what I should have done. But that being said, if I had not controlled large army, I wouldn't have been able to use the garrison to distract them. It just didn't really provide that much of a distraction. That's the problem. So, I mean, there's a possibility that the guy shattered. No, they're not going to shatter when they start the battle on that much health. Because the amount of damage done to them is relative to their starting health, not their maximum health. And that guy had like 1 hit point left, so... Yeah, he got wounded. But the army is okay. I don't think they're going to attack us again, but we will see. Given the situation, I think we should be captains again. If I didn't do that on the first one, I don't know if we would have won that on that battle. So you got a bit of a job cut out for you here. Reikland and Wissenland and Nuln. What you need to be doing is actually ambushing them, not just fighting field battles. Because yeah, for ambush, the thing is they get so much cavalry these days. Let's see. So this guy's got 10 loyalty. Mechanical claw is not really a great weapon, but grab it. So let's have a look what's going on here. Yeah, he's wounded. Okay, so he's not dead. Alright, you should have no trouble dealing with this. Going into ambush stance was the right call because they didn't see you. You should have no trouble ambushing that, right? It's 100% chance of ambushing because of the additional 25% there. So I reckon you'd even auto-resolve win that. You've got a rebellion going on over here, so that's great. So that rat will be back in 4 turns. Right. And your army's in okay shape. You should be able to press the attack out this way. Yeah, they are just spamming out them cav, aren't they? It's going crazy with it. But, you know, I reckon you should press the attack in this situation here. I don't think it's a disaster situation, because you could pretty much ambush each one of these. Like, that one there is just a nothing army. Might as well use them as well. Yeah, you could ambush that one. You could decide to not ambush this one here so that you could lure the garrison out, but it might be easier to actually siege that settlement just because they're really passive and you'll have loads of artillery, plus you can use the spell Plague. Also, this army here has got lots of winds of magic, so yeah, if you... I would ambush both of these armies here, wipe them out, and then just launch an attack there. Because you need to be aggressive here. Their recruitment is this province. They're going to recruit very quickly. You need to stop them from recruiting that cavalry. So you got to take Altdorf as quickly as you bloody well can. Because otherwise it's just going to keep coming at you. But it will make your army stronger. Yeah. As long as you don't get killed. But yeah, a lot of armies over here. And there. But it looks like you can handle it. You've built good armies, no doubt about that. But yeah, that was a tough situation for sure. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this one. Hope you guys learnt something. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time. Later, guys.